Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. Thank you very much for joining me. I just wanted to describe in better detail more integration and the ideas of creation and that you're an immortal being in a timeless reality that came to play a great game with a whole bunch of your friends. That relative to the concept of time, you exist now and you always have and you always will. When things are coming up, ooh, excuse me, at this point in time, if something comes up that bothers me, it fades very quickly. So if it's a fear or being upset over something, instantaneously I ask a simple question: why? Why do I believe this? Why do I believe this? Why do I believe this? What's going on? And instantaneously everything comes back up. Well, I put that there, and I'm slipstreaming through an infinite amount of parallel realities as a consciousness and experiencing them in a linear way. And I could just as easily skip over these types of issues or challenges or fun in this game construct called Earth by reattuning my frequency, and then the echoes in space and time will fade and fade. And you know, just because you're in the same location, maybe with the same people doing the same things, those things are echoes. So if you truly have changed your vibration, those are things that come up just to, hey, is this going to piss you off? What's going on here? And when you're commensurate with the frequency that you're wishing to experience, and these other things no longer are bothering you, then you are commensurate with the new reality, and as a consequence, energetically, it has to unfold. And I'm noticing a lot of that, and I'm also noticing that when I examine something and hold it up to the light, particularly if it's a fear or a belief that has come up, like for instance, why can't I have this or why can't I have that? I can think of no good reason. It's all right there, it's all here, it's all now. This is the new understanding in our day and our time. You know, whether you grew through a superposition and a collapse of the waveform, or any number of ideas of how you got here, the core idea is still the same, that something else is going on, that everything is energy, that it isn't anything until you actually focus upon it and collapse the superposition of the waveform into a tangible physical reality through a slipstream of infinite parallel realities. That being the case, everything pointing that direction, there's no reason I couldn't have anything that I want. If you are part of an already existing infinite creation, and you are an aspect of source energy, Abraham-Hicks, Bashar, everybody says this, and even Abraham-Hicks has acknowledged, Bashar actually said that, well, you know, he's a little bit smarter than us, in a joking way, in context of the conversation. So there's acknowledgments, crossovers from all kinds of different entities acknowledging each other. Abraham-Hicks acknowledging Bashar, I think, is a big actual crossover in that type of energy. So you have all these acknowledgments. So if you've grown through Abraham-Hicks, or you know, if you watch Down the Rabbit Hole, and that's maybe one of your favorites, is all these different ideas pointing to one thing: you are immortal, you are source energy, manifest into the space-time vehicle called a human, which is a hybrid of 7 species all across the galaxy. And you came to play a great game with a whole bunch of your friends, and now you're in a time of a reawakening to the idea that you are immortal. And this process is designed in such a way that it happens slowly. So if you were just walking down the street and all at once you hadn't watched Abraham-Hicks, or you haven't watched Down the Rabbit Hole or The Secret, or any number of things that you could watch from any number of people, through the trajectory that you felt was exciting for you to wake up in this process, if all at once you're like, whoa, I'm immortal, blah, 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 bing, bing, all at once now, snap, your psyche breaks because it hasn't been subtle energetic acceleration now. It's just all at once, pew. So if you're wondering why you're accelerating in the way that you are, it's because we are in this great energy. We're going through a higher energy part of the galaxy where Earth is right now. Most people call it a higher energy photon belt. I don't know if this is the idea of monoatomic elements or if this is even more energetically, but this was designed in this way so that during this time that we decided to wake up, that it would be there and available for us, so that those who would take time to do integration and be able to integrate these energies would have great acceleration. And you integrate them by following your highest excitement. Pretty much that simple. Well, how do I do that, Glenn? Well, there's tons of videos out there. Go check them out. You know, Bashar, Getting Into the Vortex from Abraham-Hicks, and you know, Eckhart Tolle, and blah, 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 blah. Tons and tons and tons out there. Check it out. If you need to have a conversation to fine-tune that, reach out to me. So, as my understanding is now, and I'm holding up belief systems, they just evaporate. And the fear goes away, or being angry about something goes away, and there's a lot more peace and synchronicity. So it's very interesting, and I chose to document this process because a lot of people ask questions, and a lot of to be of service to others that are looking to be able to come with the micro collective into more of a fifth dimensional state, into time space rather than space time, to have time to be less fixed. You're creating time in your greater consciousness, not in the noodle, but as an entity who's fallen asleep, so to speak, to have a physical reality experience. It's within your greater being, and all the energy representations within it are just that, energy representations of other sentient beings that you have agreements with, to have interactions with. If you didn't have agreements, they wouldn't be there, because there's no way for them to be there unless there is an agreement. If you are an immortal being in a timeless reality, projecting within your own consciousness this physical construct, it would be impossible to have these interactions unless they were agreements, because you put them there. So all this logic vets out. It seems quite simple. And I just wanted to share all that because it makes Glenn happy to get all that out of his head, because there's so much in there that it's nice to document it, and this solidifies my understanding concurrent with the people that are actually choosing to watch these and make the choice of whether to come into the collective into great peace, or to stay with the monkeys and throw things at each other and blow shit up. Either one is perfectly valid. It is an experience, and it is unique to the individual that's having that experience. There's no judgment there, but it is what it is. Don't be stupid, wake up. Come with the collective, have some fun. You no longer have to work in the way that you ever thought that you had to work. You can have things just via synchronicity to show up when they need them, who, what, why, where, just boom, hello. Pretty cheeky, I like that. So come with the micro collective and wake up with the rest of us. And if you have any questions, there is so much information down below in the description. Is seriously all the different channels that I like. There's people that are making contributions to the new energy, that are doing retreats, that are doing all these different types of things. I've been thinking of doing retreats, but there's links to all these types of things that are going on. And there's no lack of information on the foundation site or even in the description on this YouTube channel, so check it out. Thank you very much for joining me. Again, Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation, coaching life, business, and spiritual. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, you find it useful, please like, subscribe, and share, because Glenn does a lot of videos. It's not even a year, and there's 200 and almost 250, 240 videos up there now. Glenn like be talking, so, and keep an eye out for retreats. I'm actually working on that right now, kind of grinding it down. I'm feeling drawn to the Sodoma vortex. I'm also thinking of doing ones that would be spending time with me and fine-tuning what you might need to have done, both energetically and downloading codes, and maybe watching some materials that might be commensurate with where I think you are, those types of ideas. So lots of stuff happening. Thank you very much for joining me. And I think that's everything that I wanted to share. And I do appreciate you watching. Great love to you, my sisters and brothers of the great family of light. And if you can be of service to others, please do so, because they are your immortal brothers and sisters whom you've known forever and you came to play a great game with. So why wouldn't you want to be of service to them? Thank you very much and have a fantastic day.